So for today's adventure, we are in the Quincy Lakes Wildlife Area, getting ready to do what in all trails is called the Dusty Lake to Ancient Lakes Trail. It's listed as a 5.3 mile loop hike, but because of road closures that were caused by vandalism, we're going to have to add about an extra 1.2 miles to the hike today. You can't drive into any of the trailheads anymore. They have them all gated off. Anyways, today's adventure, Dusty Lake to Ancient Lakes, a loop hike in the Quincy Lakes Wildlife Area. So just over a half mile in, we just hiked the stem that the road closure forced onto the loop hike. We're now taking a left onto the loop, and we're going to do the loop clockwise today. So we're going to pick up H Lake, Quincy Lake, and Dusty Lakes first before we get into Ancient Lakes. We're 7/10 of a mile in right now, and we're walking past H Lake on our right. From there, we'll head over to Quincy Lakes. So we've been hiking for almost 2 miles now. Right now we're at Quincy Lake, and this part of the hike, unfortunately, is just a road walk. We have like a mile and a half, I think, of road walk to do in order to do the loop as it's outlined in all trails. Anyways, this is Quincy Lake. So 2.5 miles, we arrived at the Burke Lake boat access, and we are getting to actually hike on some trail again. So almost 3.3 miles, and the trail's gonna drop us down into the lower lake basin. So there's a little side trail. It shows up on the map that you have to take off of the main trail to get up to the viewpoint above Dusty Lake. So this is Dusty Lake right here. Beautiful reflection right now. I'm definitely right at a cliff's edge. Hello up there. So we're leaving the Dusty Lake overlook and heading back down to the main trail, and then we'll work our way down into the bottom where Ancient Lakes is. This is a beautiful piece of trail here. I really like this. So we're 3.8 miles in, and we're starting our second drop down into Ancient Lakes. We're just starting to get glimpses of the Ancient Lakes at this time. Looks like it's going to be a little bit slippy, doesn't it? Kind of loose. Careful. Can you not slide towards the edge?
Try not to.
Yes. At least slide away from it. So almost 4.5 miles in so far. We've only gained about 280 feet of elevation. And the best part about today has been the trail conditions. The really bad mud that we've had in recent weeks is finally starting to dry out. So that's been really pleasant. Anyways, this is always a beautiful hike into the Ancient Lakes area. We hadn't gone up to Dusty Lake before, but that was definitely worth adding to the list. So 5.4 miles of hiking so far. We're just working our way along the lake shore at Ancient Lake, trying to get over to the climb up over by the waterfall. Yeah, it's just that there's been a ridiculous amount of trash today. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Take such a beautiful spot and just dump in it. I think I'll be walking up with you and not leaving you alone. This spot was a little bit rough last time. So 6.4 miles. We've just arrived at the upper Ancient Lake Falls, right below Judith Pool. So we're heading up now towards Judith Pool. It'll be our last lake of the day. So there's Judith Pool right up above that last waterfall that we filmed. And now it'll be an easy hike out to the trailhead. So almost 7 miles, and it looks like about 760 feet of elevation gain. We just closed the loop. So now it's time to walk the stem of the lollipop back out to the trailhead. So just over 7.4 miles, and we're arriving back at the trailhead. We're going to call Dusty Lake to Ancient Lakes.
In the bag!
And Savannah says,
Get outside and take plants.